Obviously, there aren't too many people your age who are in the same position. There are lots of widows who are 75 who have grandchildren. There aren't too many who are 41 who have 3 little kids and have a whole life ahead of them still. So you're looking for some compassion, some understanding. It's very hard to find it. So what happens is you get lonely, you get extraordinarily pissed off. Hello, no one's calling for coffee, not even some of my family members who I thought would have been there. The next thing you do is go to the bookstore. You find all of the books you can find on widowhood. There aren't too many, and they're depressing. They're not extraordinarily, I was looking for something with a little humor, something that would make me feel like there was a light at the end of the tunnel. After that, the next step was to find real people to grieve with, which leads to the idea of the grief support group. I searched and searched for a grief support group for young widows and widowers, and I found one. Originally, I called and I wanted to join. I couldn't believe that they wanted to charge me money. Plus, worst of all, they wouldn't let me join because they said I hadn't been widowed long enough, which sent me spiraling even into deeper depression. I did eventually go to that grief support group, and I can tell you there were people there who had been widowed for 4 years, and they were still going to a grief support group. I think just the term grief support isn't, it's not supporting your moving on, it's supporting sitting there crying with other people. I thought, even the facilitator was depressed, and she was married. So I decided the grief support group was not the way to go. In the end, I decided it would have been better to buy a nice underwire bra for support rather than spend my time with a bunch of people in depressing folding chairs sitting in a dimly lit room. So the grief support group did not work for me.